Alright, this is Wolfenstein 3D. We're on Xbox Series X taking a look at this original release in the series. I was like, we've gone through a number of the Wolfenstein titles. Let's go back to where it all started. And yeah, we do have auto HDR support here, and obviously that makes the biggest change in the world to this one. But yeah, it's that classic original version that was released on the 360 arcade, and it just kind of like kicks you off into the classic experience that really is kind of fascinating in the sense that, we've seen this almost brought back as a bit of a joke in the later Wolfenstein games. Like, literally in the Old Blood, you can do like nightmare throwback scenes that show off, a modern take on this exact concept, and it's kind of fascinating how much, the gaming technology has changed over the years. This is considered like the grandfather of gaming, and yeah, or not gaming, grandfather of shooters of gaming. This is how it all began. We skipped over all the Pong and everything like that, and we jumped right into Wolfenstein. It was an incredible starting experience. But no, this really kind of kicked off the shooter genre. I mean, it completely, sort of defined part of gaming, and Wolfenstein is such an iconic franchise. At least I think so, and definitely an important one to the history of shooters. It's such a remarkable title, and we're just kind of jumping in here to show it off where it all started. I'm actually surprised they haven't given this one the Doom upgrade treatment, if you know what I mean, where they've kind of like pumped it up to, like a 4K and everything like that, and cleaned it up and got it running all smoothly. I am actually genuinely surprised they haven't done that, because Doom, they've got like all the remasters. One they got like Doom 2, Doom 3, they've all kind of cleaned them. Whereas the older, like the Wolfenstein titles, oh, the doggos are terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Really well animated, too, for the time. I gotta say that. Very, very well animated. But, yeah, it's interesting that those ones have all been upgraded, whereas, like, the older Wolfenstein games have kind of been, I don't know, just kind of left alone. I don't know if that has to do with, like, the publishing of them, but it's almost a little, yeah, we started from there. It's almost a little disappointing when you think about it. But the doggos. Ugh. Some precise level shooting in this one. And the difficulty levels are funny too. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they didn't pump out like a whole bunch of Wolfenstein titles back in the day. Got a lot of Doom. Well, not a whole lot of Doom, we got some Doom. It would be neat if there were like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of these classic Wolfenstein titles. I guess would be kind of neat. I mean, obviously they've done Wolfenstein a lot through the years, and the newest iteration I think is really fantastic, but yeah, it would just be neat to have like some sort of legendary legacy pack, and you can't really do that if there's not a whole pile of them. I'd really, it's kind of getting me thinking, I'd love like a King's Quest Classic pack. Absolutely would love that. I think we've killed everyone here. Who else wants to die? It's so slow to pan. It's so slow to pan. Ugh. All the way up in Castle Wolfenstein. It's also cool because the levels are kind of like mazes to a degree. Sometimes you get to find stuff to open things, like keys and that. It's just neat because, like legitimately you have to do a little bit of maze solving in order to get through them. And dead you are. Oh, jeez. Oh, screen moved to red. I love the little screen in the bottom corner too, where your character's kind of like, ugh, I'm dying. Guess we did all of these. We should just go to a new area. This is way faster in the new Wolfenstein. I can't stab this guy? Ow. Man, I'm not looking good. It's got like shot right down. Sure, some people could just like speedrun this so fast. It's also a little bit of a quieter game too. You know, just in terms of like how you move through it. It's not like Doom where there's like pumping music. Gotta get myself a chalice. I mean, you can definitely kind of tell where you are. Definitely kind of tell. I mean, like, for something so old, you know, it does kind of give you an idea of, like, the feeling of the rooms and stuff. It's just the repetition of, like, the door setup really does feel like the ultimate sort of maze scenario. Too bad I can't Uber eat. You know, eat on top of, the health I have. I'm kind of used to that luxury in, you know, the modern Wolfenstein. Okay, where are we headed? Does anybody want to die? So we killed all these guys. If anything, I think we're doing a good job here as BJ. Taking out the problems. Thank you. I don't know about you guys, but I got a bad feeling about this. Just thought he'd hide behind the door. There's the key we're looking for. Nice. This must have been like so cool. At one point people would be like, oh man, this is my jam. Thank you for the chalices. Aha, we made it to another level. That's what I'm talking about. He looks pretty good too. Just the slight animation. It's so realistic. I know people are probably finding this absolutely just riveting. Seeing my action here, it's like, wow, look at this guy just, you know, roaming through this Wolfenstein like it's nothing. I'm just quite in the mood to play this one after, you know, doing Old Blood and New Order again, and yeah, it's kind of a treat. That guy took a lot more health than I thought he would. I'm not looking too good. Try not to waste ammo of this thing.